Hey guys, Disclaimer Magic here, and it's time for another story, and this one's a doozy. It's very daytime television-y. And once again, this one has something to do with fitness. I don't know why. I have no idea why that's what they're pretty much all about at this point. This one's pretty funny in like a subtle, dark way, so if you're into that, keep watching. Also, there's a bit of a twist at the end. I'm probably going to say that a couple times because, that'll make you watch to the end. But it's absolutely true. The twist ending is freaking hilarious. I actually had M. Night Shyamalan write it. Just kidding. This is all 100% true. I didn't have anybody write this. I didn't even write it down. This is out of memory. So I woke up this morning, my stomach hurt like really bad, and you're probably thinking, well, Des, you got, the flu, of course your stomach hurts. But I mean, literally my abdominal muscles hurt like crazy. Apparently, it's from the incredible workout I had yesterday of coughing all day and the day before and the day before. Like, legitimately, it felt like the one time when I wanted to see how many sit-ups I could do in a day, and it turns out the answer is a lot. I think I stopped counting at like 300. And then the next day, considering I never do sit-ups ever, I regretted that a little bit. So I hit the protein shakes pretty hard today, protein bars, protein frickin' everything, because that's how you repair muscle fibers quicker, basically. And this is especially odd considering, basically I spend 30 minutes coughing every single morning, not to work on my abdominal muscles, although that is an interesting side effect. Actually, my lower back muscles on my back, that's where they are. Why did I say that? Anyway, they're abnormally strong. Like, there's this machine at the gym where I can do like the whole weight stack, and everybody else that's rather buff can do like half of it. My chiropractor says that's kind of abnormal. Oh, but not unheard of with people with like chronic coughs. So hey, there you go. I got mad abs under this crash protective layer, crumple zone. A little extra padding there. And for real, like my back muscles are insane. So it actually might be partially the cause of what's wrong with my hips. Asymmetric muscle strength, pulling my joints out of position, plus too much sitting, which I know YouTube is helping a whole bunch with that. So I actually thought it was kind of funny that I got a workout, but I mean, I'm used to coughing. It's like you don't get sore from swimming if you swim every day. I would consider myself like an Olympic athlete level cougher at this point. I am a professional athletic cougher. So to get sore muscles, I mean, I was really going at it last night, but there's a lot of strength coming behind, a lot of PSI. Like I could probably spin up a turbo on a sports car just with my cough. And my God, when I sneeze, like I could wipe out a whole game of Magic. I could wipe out a whole table. It's like a small bomb going off. But yeah, it's true. I mean, I had back-to-back flus or some kind of flu that moved into a cold. I don't know what the hell it was. It was two illnesses though, because I had a little break in the middle. So last, 4 out of 5 last days I've been sick. Both of them initially took the form of bronchitis, which is very annoying. But yeah, it was, making it hard to breathe. So I'd cough and cough and cough, 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 full blown, like straight up hardcore coughing. And the fact that I haven't gone to the gym lately because I've been sick, but then I still got to work out was kind of funny to me. But then it reminded me of, I have no idea why, long time ago. So this story is pretty funny, kind of messed up, but yeah, I thought I'd share it with y'all. So, long time ago, I had a friend. We're going to nickname him Z because I never use real names except for Karen because she's awesome. Of course, now you're all assuming that that's her real name, which is what I would say if it wasn't. So, me and Z were actually roommates for a year. Right when I moved out of my parents, me and him got a place together to save money because we're both poor. And yeah, I mean, we'd known each other, forever, like since middle school. So that was pretty cool. We got along pretty well. But before that, we used to hang out all the time. And we were hanging at his parents' house, I believe, and there was this one girl that we had known from high school, and she and him had dated for like, I don't know, a month or something. It was one of those things where he's like, oh, a girl likes me. Cool. Might as well, test this out. Let's go on a couple dates. And he's like, yeah, I don't really like her back, but it was nice checking. I mean, honestly, if you don't feel feelings for somebody right away, you're probably not going to develop them. But, it never hurts to check it out because she really liked him. Like, it was, like, obsessive. And, she was a bigger girl, too. And he wasn't, like, specifically into that. So, I think that one was doomed to fail. She was also pretty weird, like, even for a teenage girl back then. Because, honestly, they're quite illogical. So, they were just like, hey, let's just stay friends. And by they, I mean Z. And she was just like, oh, okay, and then pretended to be over it, and then wasn't at all in any way. And so we still hung out, we hit up movies and stuff, and it was always super awkward, because, I mean, you might say, okay, we went from, like, acquaintances and friends to like dating and then not, and now we have to pretend like that didn't happen or ignore it or pretend that's not awkward. But it kind of worked. I mean, we all got along. Like, we were all similar. We all kind of hung out with the same friends and had similar interests and all that. So one day, the Nintendo Wii had come out, and we heard that she had one. And we're like, dude, Wii, freaking awesome. And so we tried all kinds of crazy games, usually the ones everybody starts out on, the Wii Sports Resort or whatever. And we're all taking turns and we're versing each other in sword fighting and all this. And of course, I'm hyper competitive, so I beat the crap out of everybody. I actually have this weird tendency, based on how many games I've played in the past, to just pick up a game I've never played before and just stomp somebody at it. I feel like it's not even me, it's just everybody I know sucks at video games. I actually went to a LAN party and picked up Command & Conquer Generals, which, by the way, is almost definitely in the background of this video, and crushed everybody. Absolutely beat everybody. We did a 2 versus 5 match and I still won. And that was the first time I'd ever played it. But StarCraft 1 expert, booyah, Age of Empires 2, woo. I mean, Age of Mythology, Red Alert 2, I've played them all. So, I get how it works. So once we got all, wiped out on games, she said, hey, I got Wii Fit too, because, I got the Wii to, burn some fat, lose some weight and all that, and it was pretty obvious she was, like, trying to lose weight to make Z more interested in her. She always had it in the back of her head that, like, they'd get back together somehow, and yeah, no. And by the way, this story has a twist ending that is going to blow your mind, and I swear to you, it is 100% true. So I don't know if y'all have ever set up the Wii Fit for the first time, but you like put in a username, which we made up, obviously. We're not going to use our real names when we could put in something, rude and silly. So, she puts in her real name, of course, because it's her Wii and she wants to, track her fitness and all that. By the way, turns out the Wii Fit doesn't really actually do anything for you, according to every study ever. Don't sue me, Nintendo. It's true. But, yeah, I don't know. You get on the balance board and you test your balance, your left, right, your agility, your dexterity, which actually it kind of does help with your balance and, ninja stuff like that. But losing weight, that's a little bit of a stretch. I think one of the steps is, like, get your butt off the couch and go outside. It's like, well, that's not even a game. That's just reality. That's just a game telling you to do it, which it's arguably not even a game. So the balance board also has like a pretty accurate scale built into it, I guess. Like, who knew? I mean, that's kind of cool, actually. Not quite as cool considering how big she was. Now, it didn't literally pop up like a weight number as far as I know. Unless it did and I'm just blocking it out because it was so awkward. But it came out with like a health index at the end. It's like, how quickly can you adjust and do this and move and I don't know. I thought maybe it did something with your heart rate or something. It was so long ago. I don't know. It did the whole assessment for each of us. And my friend who was like way more fit than I was, he got a pretty good score. I got a pretty good score just because I was super skinny back then. I think I actually beat his score, which is funny because he was like way more in shape than I was. And thank God we were already joking about how inaccurate it was. Oh, because you know damn well where this is going. So she steps on it. She's, huskier girl. She's not huge, but she's pretty big. I mean, on the scale from like curvy to damn, she was about a 5. And so, yeah, she takes the assessment, does pretty good at it, honestly, and rates her as like red zone level, like danger, you're gonna die tomorrow, obese, damn, alarms ringing, like... I might be exaggerating this slightly as I remember it, but that's because it was a little awkward. So her little rating thing number comes up. We're all like, oh, I wonder if you'll beat us. Oh, oh, cool. Oh, and just 5 seconds of silence. Just like, where does me and Z are looking at each other. We're like, oh, crap. What do you say? What do you say? What does anybody say? And we gave each other this look like, what, I want to die. I want to get out of here. It's like those commercials, want to get away? Yes, I do want to get away because it's about to get real. We didn't know if she was going to be like, oh, that's a load of crap, or, oh, good, I have progress to be made. Or maybe that Wii Fit board was about to go clear through the patio door at about 100 miles an hour with like some crazy fat girl rage. I mean, she could have been ready to Hulk out at that thing. I don't know. I mean, we had no idea. So... our brains are racing. Time is slowing down. We got the awkward time dilation, which, I believe was theorized by Einstein. And then both at the same time, we're both like, Oh, that's not accurate. Oh, they must have mismeasured. Oh, they said Des was way more healthy than even he was, and it's it even called my friend a little on the husky side just because he had muscles, which is clearly it's and she's big. I mean, there she knows we're just saying that we're not legitimately calling into question the accuracy of the Wii Fit board. We know exactly what happened there. She got that 95 out of 100 rating or whatever the hell it was. Okay, there was no disputing that, but if she preferred to live in her own fantasy world, we just opened up the portal for her, okay? That's the polite thing to do, opening the door for women. So basically, she just was just pissed. I mean, she knew we were lying. She knew that. She was just got like quiet. She's like, "Oh well, I don't know about that." And then she kept saying, "Oh, I'm gonna lose tons of weight. Then there's a lot of meter to get rid of." Now at this particular point in time, it was getting kind of late, and it was late evening, and we had been hanging since like noonish or whatever, and we had planned to all go out to eat, and so. I was just like, we need to end this situation. I was like, so, yeah, we all got our profiles done and saved. We should go hit up, the pizza restaurant. Not really what you'd want to say right after Wii Fit just called your, I don't know, friend's crazy ex, fat as hell. But to play along with the I don't care what some machine judges me at role, yeah, she went and got pizza with us. Now, here's the twist ending that I assured you was coming. So she ended up moving to Florida and getting engaged with a guy who worked at Disneyland for half the year. Some kind of seasonal thing, I guess. I don't think Disneyland like closes in the winter because it's Florida, but I don't know. Somehow it was seasonal. And then like the other 6 months of the year, he lived with his parents. This dude was like 30. He lived with his parents, I think in like Maine. So he'd like literally live down there, pack up everything in his apartment, move back, and then like live with his parents to save money, I guess. So that was weird, but they actually got engaged, and she kept like every detail of the wedding and everything. She would like send it to my friend Z on Facebook. Like, oh, isn't this great? Isn't this great? Oh, look at the ring. Oh, here's my dress. We're picking it out. It was so obvious. She was just like, oh, me and Z are going to get back together. I actually hate this guy because they broke up and then got back together a couple times. And the guy was a complete loser, a complete slob, and just a mama's boy and just freeloader, on unemployment and stuff while he was in the off season. Just, terrible person. I think she met him on like the internet or something too, so that was weird. But yeah, she didn't really like him, so we got the theory that she was getting it all together. She was making a big show of it and dating him just so that if Z had any feelings for her, he'd be like, oh man. If I want to tell her, no, don't marry him, marry me. I secretly loved you this whole time. Like that would spark it. Well, he really did not like her. But the weird thing is she actually lost about 110 pounds. She was like fit. She was Wii Fit. She like put her mind to it, and she's obsessive and psychotic. So she put her mind to it and lost a ton of weight, and then like her boyfriend didn't. So it was getting up, to the wedding, couple months out, and I don't know. I'll just drop it on you because this is how I found out. Turns out he's gay. So he's like, well, I think I want to call off the wedding. I'm having second thoughts because I like men. And she's like, okay, that's news. So then she moved back to Wisconsin. And we were hanging a couple times. We thought, okay, if it was awkward before, we probably wouldn't have a great time hanging, but there was some kind of event. She was going back to college to get her degree or something like that. So we like picked her up at her dorm, and we were going around to some event at her college, some like, I don't know, Christmas thing or something. I don't even remember, but mostly like Z calls me up. He's like, oh dude, guess who called me? Cause I was filled in on the whole situation. I know what's up. And he's like, dude, you got to see her. She lost all this weight. I'm like, oh, okay. Cause I didn't know that at the time. And I'm like, I got to see that. Cause she was a big girl. So I go see her and I'm like, damn, like for real, like whether I like her or don't like her or agree with her mental state or whatever, I was like, dude, like you lost some weight. Like she looked good for real. And she was always like good looking. So now she was like really good looking and fit, but still, crazy. So, we were hanging and honestly, she seemed a little not quite as mentally stable as she would have been even before because, you go through all that, it's got to mess you up a little bit, make you a little bit stranger on the mental scale there. So then she meets this other guy. I think he actually was from Wisconsin, but I don't know, a couple hours away. No idea how she met him once again. And she the whole time we could tell she was all like flirting with my friend Z and stuff, and she was it didn't work out with him, and at first we honestly thought she broke it off and he was lying, but no, like he was like gaining up on Facebook. He was on the fab train to Fabland, okay, like that was proven. And so she started dating this other guy who was, oh God, let me think. How did Z put it? I'm gonna put it the same way he did. I believe he said he used to work on his family farm and then he fell off of a silo and then like injured his back and now he's on like permanent disability even though he can walk and crap and he's pretty much just playing it up and he's too lazy to work. So she dated him on and off and they kind of got they were getting along, but she kept saying, oh, I really think you should work since you're perfectly capable of working. He would just play up all the symptoms to his doctor so that he could stay on disability. And then, yeah, I mean, that type of person. And good for her for standing up for that and saying, like, she literally said, I think I can do better, like to him. And at that weight, considering he was once again fat as hell, just like her other boyfriend. Actually, he might not have been fat. The first one maybe wasn't fat. I don't quite remember. I think I remember he was actually moderately good looking. And we're like, oh, okay, good for her. So this second dude, like, we were even telling her, we're like, girl, you got to break up with him. Like, come on. He's just a government parasite, just total slob. He would never clean. He'd never do anything. He was just lazy. Like, he was just straight up lazy. She would always be on his case to do anything. He never wanted to go out or do anything. He was like a cat, honestly. And then she kept insisting that Z go meet him. She's like, oh, he's coming up to, hang with me in our city. We should all hang out. You got to meet him. And he's like, well, does he know that we used to date? And she's like, yeah, I told him that. And, oh my God. It was more of her like crazy mind games about, how, oh, they're going to get in a big fight. And then all of a sudden after X amount of years, he's going to be like, yeah, oh, let's get back together. Never going to happen. So as time goes on, she finally was like, screw it, I can do better. Took our advice and she dumped him. Now, I didn't know this. And the way that Z presented it to me was actually pretty funny. Because we're big Reno 911 fans, so you know exactly where this one's going if you're a fan. So he's like, guess what? She broke up with her boyfriend and you'll never guess why. And I'm like, I swear right now, Z, you are not messing with me, okay? Just don't even go there. Did she seriously pull the frickin' Reno 911 Debbie Dangle 2 gay guys in a row? Did she actually do that? And he goes, yes. Oh my God, I just about smashed my damn phone. I don't even know why I was so excited. I guess because interesting things of that caliber never happened to me. It's what you see in a fantasy TV show about fake police, which, by the way, check out Reno 911. It's a great show. But, one of the characters on there married one gay guy, then married another gay guy, and then a third guy they thought was gay but then isn't. It's actually like a running gag on the show. As it turns out, he was just messing with me, and no, she broke up with him because she was just, like, sick of his, like, freeloading crap and how lazy he was, what a slob, and, And then they got back together, broke up again, then got back together, and then if I'm remembering correctly, they got married, and she regained about 150 pounds. So, happy fairy tale ending. I think they have, like, kids, too, now, so they are official white trash, certified and stamped. So, the moral of the story, because, I like to, like, Aesop fable this up at the end, crack open the fortune cookie on this one, and it says, 1, don't date crazy girls. 2, don't have the Wii Fit assess your health level if you're fat as hell. Or I should say, if anybody's in the room. Otherwise, you honestly should probably get on that. And 3, don't marry white trash who's a government parasite, or you will become them. All very valuable advice. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more fitness tips in the future. I have no idea why these all have a fitness spin to them. I really don't. Probably because every time I try to get in shape, it is a joke and it makes a great story. And one final word of advice. If you are in a relationship similar to what I've described, move to a different country. She ain't worth it, and she is going to passive-aggressive stalk you for like 10 more years. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.